some session.
Excellent. Excellent. Are you recording now? I think so. It's good.
Yes,
So we
yes.
can start. Okay. So, hello, guys. How many people is here with us? 6 people. Hello, guys. Good morning. This is Alejandro Chaparro from Bratislava, from the College of Central Europe. It's my great privilege to be here with you this Saturday, this very nice Saturday here in Slovakia. I would like to explain you about our school. First of all, what we do, where we are located, what we do with the international students, and also for the international students who are coming to study with us every year here in the city in Bratislava. First of all, I would like to show you a small video because it's very important that you know our city. Our city is located in a very good geographical position in Central Europe. Actually, many people believe that we are Eastern Europe, but not. We are not Eastern Europe. We are Central Europe. We are located just 1 hour from Vienna. Actually, it's very important for all of you to know that all international students who arrive to Bratislava or who arrive to study with us, they must fly to Vienna because Vienna is international airport, is a closer international airport that we have here, just at 1 hour from this place where I am located. Also, we are just 2 hours from Budapest, we are 3 hours from Prague, and we are 5 hours from Munich. So as you can see, a very important European capital, so European cities are around to us. Bratislava is totally different city. Bratislava is a very modern city. Bratislava is a city with a very good development. Bratislava is a mix of cultures. It's a very international city. In the past, just a few percentage of the population speaking English. Now it's very easy to communicate in English with too many people, actually, with the doctors, in the supermarkets, in the malls. So it's very the English communication, the English community actually it's higher now in Slovakia. So we are a city that is open to the world, oriented also to many international companies are located here. Maybe you know, but here in Slovakia, we produce too many cars in the world. We are the second biggest producer of cars in the world. Also, we have a lot of IT companies. A lot of business companies.
Lo siento, tengo problemas de conexión. Vuelve a intentar en un rato.
Someone is here talking. Yeah. So Bratislava is a city with a very good connection and also with a city that offers a very good opportunities for students when they finish their studies in the country. I would like to show you just a small video in order to know the city, because sometimes Bratislava, also Slovakia, is a country that is not very well known in the world, because also it's a very small country. But take a look about this presentation of this small video.
Alejandro, we cannot see the video, you know. We can't see your video, so maybe you can.
Yes,
we can't see. Yes.
I was thinking that.
Yes. Now okay. Yes. Now play from the beginning. Play from the beginning. Yes.
Yes, I am sorry, guys, for this inconvenience. So I am going to put the video once again in order to know the city.
I think you use the headphone, Leandro. That's why we cannot hear the music of the video. Yes, yes. Now, okay.
Okay. Now it's started. Okay, guys, so
Yes.
I'm going to start again the presentation. So thank you very much to all the people who is here with us. It's a pleasure to receive you this Saturday, and also that you can see to me this Saturday. I am in Bratislava, Slovakia. So as you saw in the video, Bratislava is a city who is located in Central Europe with a very good connections. We are located just 15 minutes from Vienna, 3 hours from Budapest, 2 hours from Budapest, 3 hours from Prague, and 4 hours from Munich. So as you can see, we are surrounded by very international, very important European cities around us. So our school, we are an international school. We are an international high school. We offer a high school for grades 9 to 12. Our students from the high school, they are local students from Slovakia as well. They are international students whose families who live here in the country. Our high school, we teach in Slovak language, of course. We teach in English, and also we teach in Spanish language. Our students from the high school, most of them decide to study here in Slovakia, to continue with their studies here in Slovakia. Most of them decide to study in another European university, and some of them they can study as well abroad, for example, in the United States. Also, our schools, as we are very familiarizing with this kind of international students and with teenagers, we offer a program that is called International Foundation Year. The International Foundation Year is offered in order to prepare international students for study in Slovakia in the public universities of Slovakia. At the end of their studies, they are going to have the same benefits, and also they are going to be considering as national students. The International Foundation Year offered by our international institute, by our international school, consists in a 10-month program preparation. In this 10-month program, we are going to prepare the students both in Slovak language, also in English language, and also we are going to give them some subjects that they are going to use in the university. So this is our school. This is what we are. We are located, as I mentioned, in the city center of Bratislava. So I would like to explain you, well, Bratislava, so it's the capital of the Slovak Republic. The Slovak Republic is a very small country. As you know, we are located in Central Europe. The population of Slovakia is just 5.5 million inhabitants. So we are a very, very small country, but a country with a very good potential. So many international companies are located here, and also Bratislava and Slovakia, it's not just as it was in the past. Now we are a very international country. The English language, it's also a language that it's possible to speak and it's possible to listen in the city. And also our international students, the first months when they arrive to study with us, they can, of course, use the English language in order to communicate, in order to go to the doctor, in order to buy groceries, in order to do the normal life. So they can use the English language. But due to we are a very international community. So the most important thing that one student asked to us is what are the advantages or what are the benefits if I study in Slovakia? What gives the country to me in order to decide to study in Slovakia? So the first benefit that we as a school see with international students is that studying in Slovakia means studying in Europe. We are member of the European Union, we are member of the Schengen zone, and also we use the euro as a currency. So as you can see, we are a very European country with all the study programs, all the universities, they must follow the same programs that all the European universities. And this is important because this gives me to the second point of the benefits. One student who is attending a university here in Slovakia, the same student is able to go for a mobility program abroad in the European Union. For example, if one student decides to study, I don't know, mechatronics or maybe business, the second semester, up to the second semester, this student is able to go for mobility, maybe in Germany, maybe in Poland, maybe in Austria, maybe in France. So it's possible to apply for a mobility program also without pay anything because it's going to be considering as a national student. So that is the second benefit that the students has. It's a world-class education. And it's not just studying in Slovakia, because most of the students say to us, okay, I would like to study in Slovakia, but as well, I would like to explore new possibilities. And also I would like to explore new countries in the European Union. This is a possibility that all the students have. They can apply for mobility. Just is mandatory to take in consideration that all the students who study in Slovakia, first semester and last semester, it's important to do here in the country. So it means that the student is going to start here in Slovakia and it's going to graduate in Slovakia. But all the intermediate semester that we have doing the bachelor degree and also doing the master degree, it's possible to study abroad. Wherever they want, it's just necessary to register, and they are going to be candidates for participating in another European university. Also, another advantage or benefit that all international students have is once they are admitted in the national universities in Slovakia, in the public universities in Slovakia, they are going to study for free. There is not going to be any tuition fees, any payment that the students they must do during the study. So it means that if it's that's important also to consider with you guys, because also many students ask to us how this system works. This system works just if we have regular students. What does it mean, regular students? It means a student who is going to finish the academic program in the times in the lengths that it's mandatory. It means that if the bachelor degree takes 3 years, all the students must finish in 3 years. If the master degree takes 2 years, all the students, they are mandatory to finish in these 2 years. What happens if one student decides to finish their studies, for example, in 4 years, in 5 years, in 6 years? Of course, the extra years it's going to be necessary to pay it. But if we have regular students who they are just focusing the university, they are just focusing the student program, they are going to finish on time, and of course, they are not going to pay anything. That is totally for sure, because all the students they are considering as you can see here, all the students, all international students, they are going to be considering as a national students. They are going to have the same privilege as the local students, as the Slovak students, and as well as the European students. So for that reason, the studies, they are going to be totally for free. Also, something that all the people is asking to us is, it's going to be possible to work in Slovakia when I am studying with you or when I am in the university? Yes, it's possible to work in Slovakia. All the students, they are going to have a visa that all the people call visa, but actually it's not a visa. Visa is just a permit for travel up to 90 days. All the students who came with us to study or study in the universities of Slovakia, they are going to receive a document that is called permit of residence, residence in the country. So it means they are going to have the same privilege as national ones. It means that all international students and also nationals, they can work 4 hours per day, every day. So it's going to be possible. But just the limit, it's just 20 hours per week, no more than 20 hours. What is happening when one student decides to work more than 20 hours? Okay, the rest of the hours is going to be necessary to pay taxes, and that it's also necessary to change the condition of the students by a worker, but it's a very long process that we don't want to take the responsibility for do this kind of process. So it's very important to establish that just international students, they can study, they can work just 4 hours per day with a maximum of 20 hours per week. Also, as I mentioned, travel and discover Europe. It's very common that our students during the weekend, they can fly, they can book a flight and they can go to Paris, they can go to Madrid, they can go to London, for example, during the weekend. Because the connection that we have also here in Slovakia, we have an airport that is considering as a European airport. So we have a very good connection with all the European countries. Also, the train station in the city is a very modern, very interesting. The bus station, so we have very good connections, not just with other Slovak cities, but also with the whole European Union and also to the world. So that is the benefits that all the international students have if they decide to study here in Slovakia. One of the most important that I see for the international student is these two ones: no tuition fees, and also the possibility to participate in a mobility program also without pay anything. And also I forgot to mention about this kind of mobility program. Some of the countries, some of the European countries decide to give a student scholarships. It depends on the country. For example, in the case of Germany, Germany is a country that gives to the students 500 euros per month. It means that with these 500 euros, the student is going to be mandatory to pay the accommodation, maybe to pay the food, maybe to pay the public transportation, but it's a benefit that the government gives to the students. Every country has a totally different policies. For example, I know that Poland, for example, they don't give students money, but they pay accommodation, for example. Also, Portugal, they don't give money, but they pay accommodation for the students. So it depends on the country that the student decide to go. But also something important to clarify, the education, the academically, is going to be totally for free. It doesn't matter if the student is studying in Slovakia or the student is studying in another European university. The mobility programs as well, they are going to be for free. That is the main benefits that all international students have if they decide to study here in Slovakia. So our school, as I mentioned, we are a high school. We offer the grade 9 to 12 to local and also to international students. But also I would like to explain more about the program that we are offering just to international students. It's a program that we are open every year. And we have a very good numbers of students that pass the entrance exam, and also students who already they are graduates from the universities here in the country. So we call our program International Foundation Year. We offer 5 different specialties. It depends on the students. It depends on you as a student. What do you want to continue in the future in your professional life? It's something that is necessary that you need to take in consideration that if you are in the last year of the high school, now is the perfect moment for thinking about the future and also about what do you want to continue. We offer the first program that is called Business and Economics, Engineering and Computer. I am very proud to say to all of you that this Business and Economics and Engineering and Computing, they are the most demanding programs that we offer at the school. Why? Because the entrance to the universities in Business and Economics and also Engineering and Computer, we have a very good number of entrance to the university. More than 97% of our students, they are accepted into the university if they want to study these 2 specialties. But also the third category that we receive many students is medicine and health science. Also, I am proud to say that around 60 to 65% of our students, they are accepted in the medical schools for study medicine. Medicine is it's a very interesting program because we need very good students, very qualified students in order to study medicine. Why? Because medicine is a very competitive issue. Also in Slovakia, we have just 4 medical faculties. So the possibilities, they are reduced, as you can see. Business and economic engineering, we have a lot of universities who are dedicated everything in these 2 subjects, but medicine is more reduced, the number of students who enter in the Slovak universities. What is the main benefit that the students have if they decide to study, for example, medicine and health science with us? If they are going to be prepared for entrance to a public university in Slovakia without pay anything, because, for example, if they decide to study in English, this program, Medicine and Health Science, the price for one academic year is 15,000 euros. So as you can see, it's very expensive. It's a very, very big difference. If they study for free, and if they pay 15,000 euros per 1 year, so it's very, very expensive. So for that reason, we encourage our students for study this academic program with us in order to prepare them for entrance to this subject. But also, nowadays, it's something that it's gaining a lot of advantage, and also it's a program that has a lot of that many students they are focused in this program. It's arts and humanities. Actually, arts, it's not the classical program that we are talking about. We are not offering a program for artists, but actually the program is more oriented to the technological arts, digital arts. That also is something that many people want to study nowadays, because for the digitalization that we have, the digitalization of the economy, so many people is applying for this program, digital arts. Maybe it could be something about marketing. It's also inside of arts and humanities. So it's a program that many students they are thinking about. But also we have another program. Maybe this program could be interesting for you as an alliance, as a company that represents international students and also people who want to study abroad. The last program that we offer is just Academic Slovak. The Academic Slovak program, it's more oriented to a person who wants to work in Slovakia, maybe a person who already finished their studies in the country, that he or she says, I don't want to study more because actually I have a very good degree. I am very qualified what I am doing, but I just want to find an opportunity to work abroad. So this program is just focusing in develop the academical skills of the Slovak language in order to prepare people for work opportunities in the country. These 4 programs that we have here, they are oriented, as I mentioned, to entrance to the university, to apply for a university, but the last program is more oriented to people who just want to work in the city in some future. These programs that we have here, we are teaching 35 hours per week. So as you can see, we have a very intensive program. We start in the early morning and also we finish in the afternoon. There's a very, very competitive and also very, very concrete program in where the students they are going to be sitting, very intensive program in where the students they are going to be sitting in the classroom. They are going to participate in the lesson in order to give them the best qualified for apply to the university. And this program, Academic Slovak, as I mentioned, is just 5 hours per day, 25 hours per week. And this program is oriented to people who wants to work in the country, in Slovakia. So let's talk about the programs that we offer for international students in order to prepare them for entrance to the university. As you can see, we have 4 of these programs. The first is Business and Economics. As once I mentioned before, it's a program that many students they want to study because they want to study something related with business and economics. We have a very qualified universities in this topic. All information that I'm going to present to you, this information is the same information, the same structure of the program for all the programs that we're offering. Of course, the academics, it's something that we are going to change in each program. So we start 6th of September, in this case, 2021. Also something that I would like to explain with you in this moment. It's a question that we received too many times. What is happening with the COVID? What is happening with the pandemic? If it's going to be normal classes, as we know, if the country is going to receive international students for study here, and I can answer this question in a very positive way. The situation in Slovakia, the situation in Europe is getting better. It's something that I am very proud to say to all of you. The vaccination is getting a very good results. So we hope that for the summer, at least the 85% of the European population is going to get the vaccine, and it's going to be very positive for us in order to continue with our regular activities that we used to do. But also the question is if the country is going to accept international students. In this moment, we are not, we also as a school, I forgot to mention, as a school, we are offering a lot of short programs. What does it mean, a short program? The short program, it means just a summer program or just a winter program that the international students came with us just for 4 weeks. In this moment, we are not able to offer this program because the students actually, they don't arrive as a student. Most of these students who are attending this program, they are arriving as a tourist. In this moment, it's not possible to accept tourists in the whole European Union. But in this program, all the students, they are arriving to Slovakia, they are arriving to Europe with a long-term visa, as I mentioned, with a permit of residence. In this case, all the international students, they are accepted to entrance to the European Union. They have acceptance to entrance to Slovakia. So the answer to the question is yes, it's possible to receive international students, but of course with the permit, with the residence permit that they are going to apply before arrive to Slovakia. So, and also I am very glad to share with you this information, but as far as we know, the next academic year, starting in September 2021, is going to be presential. Of course, with less people in the school, where the school proposed that just to have 15 students per classroom. So it means that we are not going to have a very big classroom with too many students sitting in the same place. So it's going to be very safe for all the participants. So we are going to start 6th of September. We are offering the presential way. Of course, taking all the recommendation of the Minister of Health, taking all the recommendation of the government, but we are going to improve also the school is improving our condition in order to provide a safe environment for all our students. So we are starting 6th of September 2021, and we are finishing 24th of June 2022. So it's a very intensive program. It's a duration of 10 months. The attendance for this kind of programs is 35 euros a week, 35 hours a week. So as you can see, it's a very intensive program. Daily schedule, it's between 8.5 to 4.5 every day from Monday to Friday. During the weekends, all the students, they have free time. They can do whatever they want. They can travel. Also during the afternoons, during the evenings, the students they can apply their time working, or maybe studying, or maybe doing some sports. Or of course, it depends on the student. But the schedule is like as you can see in this moment. What we are going to teach, that is important to know what we are going to teach. So the first important situation, the most important subject that we are going to teach to all international students is the academic Slovak skills. This module, this course is going to give the students the competence and also the knowledge for apply to the university, for communicate properly in the Slovak language, and also to live in the country, also to live here, to do the regular activities. So it's important, this is very important module for us. The second module is academic English skills, and also in this module we receive too many questions. In our school, we receive two categories of students. The first category is a student who really has a very good level of English, with a very good qualifies as a student who can talk, who can write, who can present in English, who the English maybe don't represent a problem for the student. But also we receive the students without English, without any qualification in English. So what we do with these two groups that we receive in the school? The first group, the people who is very good in English, who has a very good proficiency in English, they are going to attend English, but mostly not in like a grammatical part. They are going to have the English lessons in order to translate text, in order to produce texts, in order to record, in order to do something more academical, in order to to give them a very good advantage, a very good communication in the English language. And the second students that we receive, the second group is the students who they don't know anything. Of course, we are going to give them all the tools, all the SNIs in order to gain a very good language skill, to develop the language skills. So it's important for all the students. Also microeconomics, financial accounting, managing accounting, calculus, statistics, business law. So it's something that we teach to all the students. It's going to finish now the conversation, but I can be fast with you. So the second that we have is engineering and computer, as you can
Alejandro, just a minute. I think yeah, because no, Alejandro, just a minute.
Yes.
Alejandro, yeah, because otherwise we need to join another link, because you know this session is around 40-45 minutes. So maybe now we can take question answers.
Excellent.
So we can take question answers if there's someone have.
Perfect. We can take the question. As I mentioned, all the programs look the same. Just the difference is what we are going to teach the students. But I am open to all your questions from this part.
Mm-hmm. So maybe you can write in a chat or unmute your mic and ask any question.
Maybe in our second conversation, we can talk about the application, we can talk about the visa, and we can talk about the accommodation. But something I would like to mention in these last minutes that we have in this conversation is that you can see what we teach the students. Of course, if students they want to study mathematics or engineering, we are going to prepare this in mathematics, in physics. In the case of the medicine, we are going to review all of these subjects. In the case of arts, and also in the case of the Slovak language. So the structure of the program is the same for all the courses that we offer. Of course, once the student arrives to Slovakia, arrives to Bratislava, we are going to divide them into groups in order to just focus in the subjects that they want to take in the university. If you don't have any questions, so maybe I can continue with this in these 5 minutes that we have in this conversation. So
yes, you can continue. You can continue with the accommodation and everything.
Excellent, yes. Excellent. So our school, as you can see, is located in the city center of Bratislava with a very good connection to the public transportation. Actually, all the students, they can walk to the city center, and just in 20 minutes, they are in the city center. What we do as a school, what we are unique in this moment in Slovakia, because we are promoting, we have this kind of classrooms that we love these classrooms because they are not the normal school classrooms. We promote with the students the debate. We promote with the students the communication. We promote with the students to solve problems and also to work as a team. That is the philosophy that we have in the school. We believe that the most important actor in the classroom is not the teacher, is the student. So we made the changes in our academic system in order to put the teacher away and to give the student the facilities to facilitate the student the communication, to facilitate the student the interaction with the others. So for that reason, we have this kind of school that motivates the debate, motivates also participation. In the next slide, I would like to show the accommodation that we promote, that we offer to international students. The accommodation is a point I would like to mention that this is just a suggestion that we do with you, with our international partners. Of course, if they want to choose their own accommodation, they can do by themselves. It's just an option that we offer. We collaborate with one company in Slovakia who provides accommodation for international students. This is the classical room. This is a 25-meter square room with all the facilities, with the toilet, with the shower inside in the room, with the kitchen. The kitchen, here you can find the fridge. It's possible to cook here. They have a lot of spoons place. Also, there's 2 beds. These 2 beds is possible to split in 2. So all the students, they are going to have the privacy team. We have the desk with 2 chairs, and they are not in the picture, but we offer to the students 2 chairs. Also the air condition, the heating, the internet connection, everything is offered in the accommodation. Also, the watching machine for all the students is located just in the hall. All the floors of this building, they have 2 watcher machines without pay anything. So they are for free, the watcher machines, they can use it as they want. So this is the accommodation that we offer. Of course, all the students, once they receive the accommodation, the cleaning of the rooms depends on the students. So of course they can pay for the cleaning service, but the cleaning of the room depends on the students, because as we talk as a school, the accommodation, the room that the student is going to be like the flat, is going to be like the home, the house that the students they are going to have during the stay with us in the school. So this is the accommodation that we offer to the students. So as I mentioned, we have just 3 minutes. So as I mentioned, we start in September, we finish in June. What is important in order to receive students? Which kind of groups of students is possible to receive? We are open just to 2 main groups of students. The students who already finished the high school and want to study a bachelor degree, or the students who has already a bachelor degree at home and wants to study a master degree. These 2 main categories are candidates for study with us in Slovakia, because also we divide them for entrance to the university in the bachelor or entrance to the master degree. I can say to you that we have more students in the bachelor degree who decide to entrance to the bachelor degree and who wants to continue the university and the studies here in Slovakia. So that is the program that we offer. This is the option that we have for all international students. And maybe we can pass to the second conversation, or maybe if you have some question here, we can give to you 2 minutes for questions. Or maybe in the chat, I don't know, in the chat we have questions, but I think so.
Yeah, there is no chat in the question. Maybe they will ask me further if they have any query.
Excellent, guys, excellent. So if you agree with me, we can pass to a second conversation.
Yes, I guess everything is clear. So for you can unshare your screen and we can just close this session soon. So
okay.
I guess, yeah.
I am going to close in this moment. Okay, thank you.
So yes. So this is the session. So if I receive any query, from my partners, I will forward to you, and then we will bring some more collaboration further in future.
Excellent. So I am going to finish this communication now. It's possible?
Pardon?
May I finish the conversation in this moment?
Yes. We are going to end this meeting. I'm going to end this meeting.
Okay. Excellent.
So thank you everyone. Thanks everyone who is joining this meeting. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you.